now watching Compton Rick Rock TV. Let's get to the content.
Yo, what up? It's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV, and we back with the content. But before we get to the content, like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and catch every video when I drop it. Now, it's Monday, man. It's Monday, y'all. We back at it, man. I took yesterday off. I went out there and enjoyed some of that California sun. Weather was good yesterday. Went and got me a massage and read me a couple of books, y'all. Y'all know I read my books. I got to get my read on. And I said, you know what? Tomorrow I'm going to come back and I'm going to hit them where it hurt at, man. Right in they jaw. So we going to get straight to this, man. This is my boy Dubs. He got the good content over there. And this one right here is titled Mexicans Pulling Up on Blacks. Over 50 yards of some jail stuff going on. Jail talking somehow. It always hit the internet. So we gonna check out this video and see what Dubs got to say about this, man. Y'all all in the same boat. I don't even know what y'all tripping for, man. You in there doing time, man. If I was doing time right now, I'd be trying to do it as comfortable as possible, trying to stay out the way of any BS. But if it come my way, you know, you gotta handle your business. But I'd be trying to go on family visits, get packages, smoke me some trees up in there, whatever I gotta do to make my time at ease, man. Let's get to this content and see what they talking about. Let's go.
I saw a video this morning, a video by Damian Porter. I haven't seen any of his stuff pop up on my feed in a long time, and this video popped up, and the title of the video is Mexicans Are Now Pressing Blacks on 50-50 Yards. There was no question mark. It was a statement. It wasn't a question. It was a statement. So when I saw that, I was like, what? I clicked on it. I listened to it. And here we are. And this is just, I feel like I'm just clarifying a few things, stating the obvious. So according to the video, Damian Porter is saying that he saw a video on IG, a clip on IG, a reel on IG, a story. I don't know what it was, right? And in this story, this IG story, that there's an individual, a black inmate, that is screaming and yelling that he's on a 50-50 yard and that he's there for whatever his reasons are, right? And that Mexicans are saying that if he leaves that yard and goes back to a regular yard, that they're not going to be having it.
All right, now I did see that video. Now that I think about it, I did see that video also on Instagram, and when I listened to it, I said, man, this dude trying to make some money. He trying to go viral. This got to be for some content. It got to be, because there's no way. I haven't seen it, and I haven't been in jail probably about what is it, about 12 years now. I've been released, but when I was in there, I didn't see nobody pushing up on nobody, telling nobody what to do, unless it was a real issue, and we'd get at them, they handle their business, or they'd get at us and we'd handle our business, something like that. But as far as telling us what to do or us telling them what to do, man, that whole yard would have went up. I know that for a fact. I don't believe that. So I don't know who this dude is that's on the internet who brought that video, but I thought it was cap. But I guess they making content out of it. So we gonna check out some more Dubs talking about it. Then we're gonna go to the other guy and see what he's talking about. Damian Porter, let's go.
And Damian Porter goes on to say that 50-50 yards are half PC/SNY and half GP. Wow. Let's start from the beginning. The oldest 50-50 yard in the state was Tehachapi Max, 4A4B. It became 50-50 yard around probably 1989 or so, we'll say, right? For a fact, it was by then. I can tell you guys right now, see, this is like a new term, it seems like, to a lot of people and even particular factions in prison. The California Department of Corrections did not have SNY or PC in 1989. The designation of a 50-50 yard was never designated by the state of California. It was designated by factions, the Mexican factions as well as the whites. They're the only groups that within their own politics said that's a 50-50 yardie. And they put a curfew on it. That a specific amount of time that they were allowed to be there, if they passed that, they were going to get hit. That didn't apply to blacks. Never. The blacks ran their own program, had their own politics. So when I hear somebody who's done prison time say something about a 50-50 yard, it never applied to that faction and those factions.
Right.
Their politics were different. No other group has ever pushed up on another group behind their politics. So this individual,
right, that's what I was saying. I've never seen another race come up to us and say, "Hey, y'all got to do this, man. Y'all, if y'all don't do this, then we gonna do this." It would have went down. Just like if we would have went over there and told them, "Man, y'all got to do this, or we gonna do this," it would have went down. I don't know. It must be the spikes they smoking in jail now. It could be something going on up in there. It might be the new drugs they got, but I doubt it. I cannot see no race pushing up on the race, telling them how to run their program. I don't see it. I don't see it. I talk to dudes in there all the time. I've never heard nothing like this.
I mean, I see it perfectly clear. He was using a hot button issue, an emotional issue, to rally people behind him. To say that Southerners were trying to dictate his program, well, that's a 50-50 yard. There's active Southerners on that yard as well. They're just not going to be there very long. They do not care about any other group but their own. The Northerners there do not care about any group but their own. The whites don't care about any other group but their own. The blacks don't care about any other group but their own.
That's why I like Dubs. See, Dubs keep it straight down the middle and call it how it is, man. This guy right here, he's not biased at all. He gonna call it how he see it. I haven't heard Dubs get on here not one time and be biased, racist, or anything like that. He always give it how it is, and I agree with what he's saying.
This was a weird video to me.
Yeah, it seemed like for views, clicks.
It's a hot button topic. But it's crazy. Like that individual that did the IG story, if he were to leave that yard, whatever yard he's on, I don't know what yard he's on, I didn't see the video. But if he was to leave that yard he's on and go to another yard, not one Southerner would ever know where he came from and wouldn't care.
They wouldn't. All right, let's get out of here, man. This is Dove's page. He said he got it from Damian Porter's page. I'm going to take y'all to Dove's page real quick. This is his page. I'll go over there and subscribe to Dove's page, man. Let's go over here to Damian Porter, and his video is titled, "Mexicans Are Now Pressing Blacks on 50-50 Yards." Let's see what he's talking about. Let's go check out this one.
Welcome to another episode, everyone. Breaking news. This just in. The Southsiders are, I'm just going to say the Mexicans are the Hispanics, whichever one you all prefer to be referred to as, are pressing blacks in prison right now that are on 50-50 yards. If you have been to a 50-50 yard and you are a black man, you cannot go to any level 4 yard after you've been to a 50-50 yard. This is what they're pressing right now. And it's the Southsiders on some of these yards that are telling the blacks that they cannot come. How do I know this? 2 things just happened. One, I saw a video just last night on Instagram where a dude from Raymond, I know he from Raymond because he kept saying he was from Raymond, on Raymond Crip. Some people said in the comments of the video that his name is Moose and that he's a rider from Raymond. I don't know his name. I'm just saying that's what they said. Maybe y'all can go to Instagram and find this particular video where dude is on the video in the visionary. He's in prison and he's behind the glass talking on the phone, and he's telling his girl that he's saying that the Mexicans, he's loud, he's irate, he's irritated, he's annoyed, he's turned up. People in the comments saying, you so turned up, just go over there. Because he's in the video saying that the Southsiders can't tell the blacks what to do. He's saying that the Southsiders are in here saying that if you've been to a 50-50 yard, you cannot come to the main line where they are at. They don't care.
All right, so is the dude Moose or wherever he's, I don't know the dude. I just seen the video. I didn't even know that's where he was from. But is he on the yard where this is going down at, or is he on general population and he explaining what's going on? I don't know what's going on, but if he's on the yard and somebody's telling him that, he was supposed to just take flight off of him. I wouldn't get on the prison phone that's being recorded and put it on the internet and say what's going on to the streets. I would have just took flight, point blank period. Somebody would have got at me like that. I'm taking flight. I'm getting off. You ain't finna dictate what I do, how I run my program. I would have just took off. That's what's supposed to happen. That's why the video is kind of fishy. I don't know what's going on the internet, man. I don't be knowing if this stuff be for clicks, for views, for people to go viral. I don't know. I'm not in there, but I haven't heard nothing like this. I'm just going off these videos that I'm seeing on here right now, and let's get back to them.
What race you are, if you're black, white, Hispanic, if you've been to a 50-50 yard, you cannot come to general population to the main line. If you do, essentially, obviously they're saying, we're going to take care of it. We don't care if you're black or not. They're going to put their hands on another race. They're going to put their hands on a black person. They're putting it out there. They're letting it be known. Now, dude is saying in the video, man, they can't tell us what to do. They can't tell the blacks what to do. That's their politics. That's their structure. I'm not no snitch. I'm not a PC. I'm not a chomo. I'm not any of this. I came over here because this, that, and the other, whatever it was. But he's probably right. It's a 50-50 yard, meaning 50% of the yard is protective custody, is PC, is SNY, which is a sensitive needs yard, PC. And the other 50% of the yard is not PC. And what's happening right now is some of these main lines that are good is general population. They are now bringing the PCs over there to where they are at and making it a so-called 50-50 yard. So when dude is in the video screaming that he's not a PC, he never snitched on anyone, he may be right about that. However, the Southsiders' position is that whether you were a PC in particular or not, you were on a PC yard. A 50-50 yard is a PC yard. I've told you all this before, all this bullshit. EOP yards, people want to argue with me in the comments. EOP yard ain't PC. This yard 50-50, man, the hell with all of that. None of those yards are any good. If you are a man and a strong man, a member, you must be on the main line in general population. Nothing else matters. As far as the EOP yard, if you do need help, really, mental help, you need medication, then go to the EOP yard. But still don't come back to the general population. Go over there and get your help and then go home. I'm not discouraging anyone from getting help.
Then why they, listen, I get it. I understand the whole thing. If somebody pushed up on him again, why he didn't, hey, y'all suit up, boot up, grab the things. I'm about to go get cracking right now. Why none of that happened?
That needs it, that's incarcerated. But if you don't need this medication, you better stay yard, because people go to the EOP yard because they think that the yard is easier. It's not as much politics, obviously, as a level 4 yard. General population, you have people on EOP yard that are not all there. They're on medication, they slow down, they all out of it. They're not pressing on lines. And so people pretend like they're mentally ill or need medication to.
Man, they trying to go home. They don't give a fuck about nothing nobody talk about. Nigga trying to go home and get him some pee-hole, get him some money and get back in society. Nobody wants to sit up in that jail, so I get it on both sides. It's crazy. I want to hear a little bit more of this. I'm going to send y'all to this page where y'all can go subscribe to this channel. But, man, leave y'all thoughts in the comment section on what y'all think. Let's get back into this, though.
Get to the EOP yard so they can just kick back and relax and not have to carry knives and do all this and have to stab somebody or get stabbed. And if you've been to this yard, it's all bad. So the 50-50 yard, dude from Raymond, I know he's from Raymond because he keeps saying on Raymond Crip, they can't tell the blacks what to do. Okay, what are you gonna do about it? Now, I ended up talking to one of the OG homies that's in Folsom last night. Just so happens that he called in. I talk to him all the time, but it just so happens after I saw this video, he called in and I ran this over with him. And I asked him, is this true? Are the Southsiders putting out word? Or I'm saying the Southsiders, but let's just say that it could be the Norteños as well. But I'm assuming it's the Southsiders. Knowing what I know about them and how they operate, I'm assuming it's the Southsiders. It could be both groups. It could be the Southsiders and the Norteños. I'm just assuming it's the Southsiders. I don't believe he said in the video specifically the Southsiders or the Sureños. He just kept saying the Mexicans tripping, man. Who the fuck they think they are? They can't tell us what the fuck to do. I ain't no motherfucking PC, cuz, on Raymond Crip. I ain't no snitch. I came over here, you know what I'm saying, woo. It was a main line, then they brought these dudes over here. And that's what I'm telling you. If they talking about you're going to a so-called 50-50 yard, don't go. And if you are on a main line and they're talking about making that a 50-50 yard, the yard that you're already on, that's just pure general population, pure main line, they're talking about they're finna bring some PCs over there to make it 50-50. You have to tell them, I'm out of here. You got to get me out of here. I'm not staying on any yard with any PCs, because if you do, you are going to be considered PC as well. Period.
Cold politics. This is why y'all need to stay your ass out of jail. Stay out of jail. Because guess what? Just because you don't want to smoke your date, you got a license. You might got a life sentence and got action. Probably going to parole board coming up, and you gonna blow your date. Stay your ass out of jail. Because guess what? In a minute, all that's gonna be the same thing. Because everybody out here telling that it's more tattletales than anybody on the yards. So anyway, man, leave your thoughts in the comment section, man. I'll catch all of y'all on the next one. It's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV, and I'm gone. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Rick Rock TV. Also, hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop.